Hey, sorry about that. My work ran long today out at the tutoring session here, trying to enlighten the minds of the youth of America. If you need SAT tutoring, please let me know. Oh, man, look at this, man. I'm looking at these scores already. I guess that Midge still in play for AM didn't work out there. Value play. Benfica's too good. Going to go to some of the scores here. I haven't seen. I know I saw some of the scores earlier. Pilsen, big win, man. They're a good team. A little bit down here, Ludogorets. I thought, 3 goals in the first 22 minutes, and then that was it. But you can't give up 2 goals in the first 9 minutes. That was brutal. I guess Monaco scored really late, 80th minute. That's going to be a good tie. This one was the one I was a little bit weary of. This team is good. This USG team is very good. I thought Rangers could play with them. I think Midtjylland is done. We like Flamengo tonight, remember. So first, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I don't even know if I could put this BetMGM thing up. I heard they're getting rid of offers here. Correct me if I'm wrong with that, but it's a little bit crazy, right? All right. Crazy stuff. Nothing really worth betting here live. I want to start looking today at these games on the weekend. We've already kind of looked at the games for tomorrow. We've looked at the Champions League qualification for tomorrow. I like Bodo Glimt a lot. I like Red Star. Bodo Glimt is probably the play. Bodo Glimt minus 1.5 here. That's probably the play. We've looked at the MLS games. I want to start looking at some of these games for the weekend because the show's going to go quickly here. And the Bundesliga starts with a really, really good game on Friday. Eintracht Frankfurt and Bayern Munich. England starts, obviously, with the Premier League. A lot of games. I don't know how much we're going to get to talk about it in the next couple of days. So I figured maybe we'll look at some of that stuff today. France, I believe. France begins this weekend. Most of the games are Sunday. They do I don't know why they do this, but they do the MLS model. Most of the games are Sunday. But Lyon plays early. Interesting game, obviously. PSG against Clermont Foot Saturday at 3. And then maybe I'll get a chance to see that out and everything. Also, because I'm not sure about Friday's show right now because it's a travel day for me. I have to figure out how that's going to go. So I wanted to start to look at some of these games today while we get a chance. All right, so like, subscribe, ring the bell. Oh, this good stuff. Friday's an interesting game to me, Crystal Palace and Arsenal. Arsenal signed some players. This Thomas Partey thing is a joke. I don't understand how he's going to play. Arsenal lost to Crystal Palace in April. Arsenal's looked good with some of their new players. Arsenal's a pretty good play here. I think at minus 129, but I don't trust this team. Do you really trust Arsenal in a big spot? You saw what they did at the end of the year last season. They had fourth locked up and blew it. Palace is all right. They got some pretty decent players. They're going to be able to score a little bit on the counter. I want to see what they say about this game. I think it's going to be interesting, to be honest with you. Of course, they're giving me this game from last year. This drives me nuts. I don't know about this game. My gut says Palace or draw. Two outcomes plus 106. Palace at home. I like their lineup a little bit. They got some guys that can score some goals up top, interchangeable players. I think they're quick. I don't know how good this Arsenal back four and midfield is going to be. Everybody tells me they're much better. I just don't know about it. I think there's going to be some goals in that game. Over 2.5 looks pretty good to me. I think I would probably EJ. No, this is for Friday. Tonight's game, yeah. All these games lost, man. Ludogorets was terrible today. EJ, for today, I think your best bet here would be Flamengo plus 130. This is interesting to me too. Over 1.5 goals plus 180. If you like a little bit larger odds, I'm not going to play a lot on it. Pilsen money line, PSV plus 1. Royal Union. Yeah. Abdi, man. I know that Pilsen. I like that Pilsen game. They're a very good team. PSV played well. That was they really probably should have won the game. But yeah, the games tonight are probably that one, and then the two Copa Sud games. I don't know if Foxy's here. I don't know. Nacional is interesting, but they're minus 150. And then, obviously to qualify is minus 112 for Atletico Go. I might go here with that game. If they're even money, I don't know. If they're even money, maybe it's a draw here. Plus 110 offers pretty good value. 2 of the 3 outcomes in that game. I don't know the Tachira Del Val game. I don't know. I think Foxy's on Independiente Del Val. I believe that's what he said. So if Foxy's on it, I'm on it. But most of these games now are other than that, and then you got the 2 MLS games. So, my free play for today was MLS, was Red Bull over 1.5 goals, and that line's now creeped up to minus 159. It wasn't that low. It wasn't that high this morning. So that line's starting to creep up. But I do like that. I don't know how else you could really play that game. It's a tough, the money line, once again, the money line is now at 165. I mean, minus 165. I mean, this line's gone through the roof. It's getting to the point where if it gets a little bit higher, you're almost better taking the handicap, to be honest. Minus 0.75. If it gets a little bit higher, I might take a chance on the handicap and say, -1 and hope the Red Bulls win 2-0 at plus money, because this is a little bit too high for me. Sounders in Dallas. I don't think the Sounders are in great form. Dallas already has a win over them this year. Sounders are, I guess, in Dallas is in much better form here. And Dallas is much higher up the table. Dallas is pretty good on the road. Seattle's okay at home. I might bang this one here. I just don't like this. I'll be honest. I don't know why Seattle is such a big favorite here. Just because it's at home, I guess. But Form Guide says Dallas. I mean, everything's pointing to Dallas here. So, maybe Dallas plus 300 or Dallas and draw at plus 100. I think that's an interesting play there, EJ. So, I think, there you can go with those kind of plays for tonight. So, basically, everything else will be for tomorrow or the weekend. I want to get back to this. Liverpool minus 1.5. I think that's a lock. I know Fulham has signed preseason Pirlo there, Pereira, but Liverpool will annihilate Fulham. I think Villa is this is a pretty interesting game. Villa right here at minus 103 is offer some very good value. This Villa team's pretty good. I think they'll have a whole season under Gerrard now, and we'll see what they can do. Leeds Wolves, I'm not touching with your money. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. I would actually, on first sight, probably take Nottingham Forest, win or draw, double chance. I know Newcastle is trying to sign some players, but haven't been able to do so far as much. Nottingham Forest has some good players in. Tottenham. This was a really good game last year. I remember that 3-2 Southampton win. There's usually goals in this game. First thing I'm going to look at is Tottenham goals over 1.5, 245. So I'm thinking the over 2.5 is probably a play. So I'm going to go look because that doesn't offer me like a lot of value. Maybe I'm going to say over 2.75. It's actually pretty decent. I think Tottenham scores probably over 2.5. So maybe you take them. Tottenham minus 1.5. I like that. I'm on this Tottenham team this year. I think they're going to be really good. Conte's going to have them ready to roll. This game is I don't know. This game bothers me. I don't know how good Chelsea's going to be. I know they're trying to sign some players and sell some players. I'll probably wait on that one. I don't know. Leicester signing. I don't like that game at all. Manchester United got killed by Brighton last year in May. I'll be at this game. I'll probably have a bet on it. I don't know who their defense is going to be. Interesting to see that one. I'd probably take United, though. West Ham City's an interesting game as well. 2-2 last year, May 15th. There's always goals. Minus 1.25 would probably be my play here for Manchester City. Hold on one second. I got to get a tissue. Stuff is on my meds, man. Phew, allergies. Full time here. Yeah, over 2.5 goals. I mean, it's hard to bet this with City because half the time you think they're going to win 5-0 and they win 2-0, but it's like the most dominant 2-0 game ever. So, I do like them. I don't know how much West Ham has strengthened here. City obviously has Haaland, Alvarez. They're going to play crazy lineup here. So I think they're going to be pretty good here. All right. So Germany Bundesliga. Eintracht Frankfurt, they're reigning European Europa League champions against Bayern Munich kickoff. Bayern Munich just about won last year in February, and Eintracht Frankfurt actually has beaten them the 2 times before that. You're getting at a pretty big price on Frankfurt here at home. I know they scored 5 goals the other day, looked pretty fluid. Bayern minus 1.25 is minus 114. Bayern 1.5 is plus 112. I'll go with either of those two. You're going to hear me say this a lot if you're new. Bayern, City, Manchester City, Liverpool, PSG, Real Madrid, maybe Benfica after today. Oh, there we go. Midtjylland over half a goal. There we go. My free play comes in. Midtjylland over half a goal. Let's go. Over half a goal was plus money today. How about that? Let's go. So the best teams. I'm going with these teams. I'm rolling with the teams. If you're trying to figure out who I'm rolling with, you're going to see them on this list, not Juventus. Manchester City, PSG, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. Maybe Barcelona, I have to see on them. I don't think Chelsea's still, I got to see with them. I'm not Juventus. I don't understand that. Tottenham, yes. Some of these teams now, you start to go down the list a little bit, and it's a little bit dodgier. I think this Leipzig team is pretty good. Well, you can win some money with them. I'm not the kind of player who is going to go and say, and this is just me, I'm not taking Fulham at plus 900 at home. I don't think they have a chance in that game. Fulham or draw is plus 265. You can make a lot of money on some of these underdogs this weekend, and some are going to come out. Maybe Bournemouth wins at home against Aston Villa. Maybe Nottingham Forest beats Newcastle United. Maybe Everton beats Chelsea. It happens in the Premier League. The league is pretty good. But I usually stay away from those games unless I specifically see something like maybe this game, Crystal Palace, a matchup. And obviously live betting. Live betting has become so big. So, just wanted to kind of point that out to you. So Friday, you got that game. Bayern Munich probably minus 1.25, minus 1.5. Bayern Munich over 2.5 goals. This league is just full of goals every week. Then when you go to some of these other games here, I watched Wolfsburg play the other day. They struggled big time, but Bremen stinks. Dortmund, who's going to score for them? Haller's going to be out for a while with testicular cancer. So I don't know who's going to score their goals. I like Leipzig on Sunday. You got Schalke just coming back up. So there's some value there. In France, obviously, it's going to be the main teams. PSG, you can't really go with them, except if it's on an Asian line, a minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 there. Goal scorers. I mean, Mbappe's minus 195. Come on. This kid Ikatike is good. They got so many guys that could score. Look at this. Lionel Messi way down the list. Number 6. Behind Arnaud Calimundo. Oh. How the mighty have fallen. And then, some of the other games. I do, some of these teams played well last year. Marseille, obviously, against Reims. I think there's something to be said to see how these teams do for a couple games before you jump in on them. If you want to take Marseille minus 1 at minus 120, a lot of their games end up 1-0, not a lot of goals. So I think, that's a little bit tough to take sometimes. But I think you can kind of go there. Now, these other leagues, Eredivisie starts Friday. We will go over this Thursday. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I'm going to try to find some of these specific games. Hellman Sport. Anytime Hellman Sport's playing, just go against them. Although they beat them last year, NEC Breda. The over here. Looking to be about 2 goals here, so 2-1. Then the over is 3.5. Well, it's not really, is it? So we'll go through those and kind of I'll have some plays for you. There he is. Cash Benfica team total over 3.5. Sheriff draw first half. Monaco draw and SG versus Rangers, both teams to score. No, but I actually thought Rangers would do well, not USG. Yeah, I'm a little bit, it's, can the Rangers come back and overturn that? Yeah, they could. I don't think they will. This USG team is pretty good. So these ties are going to be very interesting next week. And let's see if they already have they probably don't, but they do not have them up yet. But, yeah, Foxy, I think we were just talking about this. Tomorrow, Bodo probably team total over 2.5. Bodo minus 1.5. NO plus money like French Varos. I don't really like these middle games. This game I'll probably go Red Star over 2.5. I'll have to look and just see if Red Star Belgrade has the same roster, the same players. I think because look at this. Under half a goal is minus 265. So, I mean, man, they're thinking this is going to be like 2-0, 3-0. So maybe take a chance on the Asian handicap at -2 and hope they score 3 or 4. I think that's the way to go here. They're not thinking they're going to score too many goals. But yeah, Bodo is probably the way to go tomorrow. Bodo, Red Star, Belgrade, the 2 plays tomorrow. All right. A little bit of a short show today once again because I had to tutor, so sorry about that. Tomorrow we'll be back regular time. And we will talk about some more of the plays Thursday. So like, subscribe, ring the bell, and thanks for bearing with me today, and we will see you tomorrow.